Hey folks, Quill18 here, and welcome to another episode of our Succession series in EU4, playing as Buha over here, and we have expanded dramatically over the last episode. Biggest barrier right now is the fact that we can't, literally physically can't core everything simultaneously, so it's going to be a slow progress, actually, to work our cores all the way to the west, and meanwhile, financially things are going to be a bit rougher with the overextension, not to mention some rebellion. First thing I want to do, first thing, is I took a look at these states. The only one that's not cranky is the Merchant Guild, so we may as well hit them up for a few bucks. And then we're going to use that to help pad out our army a wee bit. I don't have much in the way of manpower, but I'm still going to go and bring us up to like a 10-6 army. And that's with a couple of mercs still in there. We're going to keep our maintenance up because there's going to be some rebellion. We're doing a little bit of rebellion busting here, but there are threats all over the place. No one's at 90 yet. We're going to have to move when that happens. I don't think I want to spend any military power reducing that, although it would be very annoying to have rebels pop over here. The Bisagans, how far away are you? Oh, where are you? Right over here. 8.7 years. Okay, so unless we get very unlucky, it's not going to happen. So that's good, because I don't want to have to fight, like, random natives here and just take some more random hits and attrition along the way. So the next thing we have to think about is politically. We are going to go and clean up the rest of this area, but until we can get the awesome Arumba II on the throne, it's likely to be difficult for us to get to admin tech level 5. I'm still focusing there. Unfortunately, I still have to do a bunch of coring. I've got to burn a bunch of admin power, so I don't expect it's going to happen during my turn, but at some point we're going to get that, probably expansion, so that we can actually connect our territory would be nice, not to mention connect up over here, because until we connect up over here, we can't core land. We don't have the range. However, what we could do, and what I think I'm going to have to do, and this is not something I normally do, is I think, because I can't get a CB on these guys, or at least I can't get a relevant CB, even if I could rival them, which I can't. If I did a humiliate CB or a trade dispute CB, can't take land in that. But if I do a no CB declaration against, say, Tumbuka or Maravi over here, I could vassalize them, then annex them, and then we have reached the coast, or reach this territory, and then we can do further expansion. So what I'm going to do with Mutapa here is I'm going to send them an alliance offer. They are allied to Tumbaku, but not Marawi. Who's Marawi allied with? Kilwa, which is pretty big, but I think that's going to be our target over here, just to get a wee bit of land. It's kind of annoying the way that's split up. What about Macau? That's the other one that is allied to Mutapa. But I want to do Mutapa because if I were to have them allied, like if you try to declare war against someone, right? My allies won't join in right now, mostly because of the distant war, and I mean the favor. But Mutapa won't have the distant war, and obviously we want to ally them quickly so that we can start favoring them up. And I think that's the way to go. Assuming I want an ally in this region at all. I mean, I can do the no CB war without it, but if I mean, this would be better for me. But then I'd have to fight Mutapa. Whereas, if I just declare here, their capital is in a kind of an awkward spot. That I'd need access through Tumbaka. But they're not allied to Marawi, so they'll almost certainly say yes. It gives me a place to cross, not too bad. Yeah, alright, so I'm going to go ahead and ally Mutapa, that's going to be fine. So we're going to do that. We did hit up that, we've built the troops over there, so we're just going to wait. They'll probably ask me for a royal wedding, a royal marriage, but I'm going to hold off because I want to ask them. Yeah, there we go. So that, again, the royal marriage will end on my death, which will give Arumba more options over here. Just try to keep up the flexibility, since we do have some pretty different playstyles, and you might have some different plans. Oh, can I send you this? Oh, now. Good. Excellent. Again, it tanks my legitimacy, but who cares? Now again, it helps increase the legitimacy faster. Core construction still going on. And these troops are being built. Excellent. So we're still losing money. Quite a bit. What's that army maintenance? Well, the mercenaries are a little bit more expensive than I was considering. Is anyone up to 90%? Not yet. But I don't think I want to drop the maintenance. Okay, we were improving relations with Kilwa, which is an interesting one. Yeah, they're not willing to do it. Oh, now, yeah, we allied Mutapa. We could have allied Kilwa, but then he only borders... I guess we could have no-CB'd Malindi. I know, I think this is going to be fine. I think this is going to be just fine. Cores are coming along, still no one at 90%. Alright, that's all we're doing for the next few minutes. slash next episode here, although I suspect we're going to be fighting some rebels along the way at some point, but mostly we're just sitting around, try not to go bankrupt, try to let the courts finish, boom, boom, very nice, very helpful. And unfortunately, we can only start one more core over here. Then we'll do 2. Then we'll be able to do 2 and 2. But yeah, just 1 over here is a little bit annoying, but what can you do, huh? Let's see. What are we allied with? Kasanje, which is down here, and Buha. You know what I think might make a lot of sense? Break this alliance right away. Still the royal marriage. No, it's fine. We don't have to rush it. I mean, we could go and eat these guys before we finish the Congo. But the Congo, well, at this point, it's only 10 years away? Oh, no, 12 years away. I don't think I need the relationship slots right now. Once I vassalize down here, then yeah, maybe. But for now, we're okay. And declaring on them, I mean, would require me to lose stability in one way or another. Either by breaking the royal marriage or by declaring on someone who I've got a royal marriage with. So I may as well just sit tight. That's going to be okay. So, if I'm going to do that, let's go and just top off these relationships, because that costs me nothing. Just keep the diplomats busy. And we'll keep sending them down here and think of different ideas as well. Oh, there's 3 provinces there. I don't think I noticed that Marawi, because I was zoomed out before. Marawi's got 3 provinces. Are they worth anything? 7, 4, 6, not that much. Although it means they'll be relatively cheap to annex, so that's something. But yeah, I think that'll be it. A no CB war against Marawi. And use that as a way to jump to the eastern coast, even before we have some colonists. That being said, that's a little far away, because we do have to stabilize our own country first. Anyway, oh, someone's at 90. Ndongan. This is in Matamba. Matamba being over here. So, we're going to move our army there as quickly as possible, because there are no forts anywhere. And even if there were, it's not likely that rebels will actually spawn on top of forts. And what will happen is they will very quickly capture this province, occupy it, and give us like 10 years of separatism. Because these guys are all separatists. Oh no, the Bhutan particularists. Interesting. Great advisor. A trader went away. I think I'm going to wait for now, because I am spending money pretty aggressively. And the extra trade power doesn't help us that much. And we don't need the diplo power right now. So, yeah, I'm just going to go and save some money. I'm more paranoid about that than some people, but there we go. But money wins it. Well, you actually got a 4-star general popping over here. 420. Wow, well, at least it's not shock. We'll still stomp you pretty easily. Although, wow, that is actually burning a lot of our people quite quickly. We can recall you. We've got nothing to do over here. Wow. Oh, and we've got a couple more 90s coming up. Soyan Luden. Where's this? In Soyo. Where's Soyo? Over here. I don't know which one's more likely. It looks like the Luden separatists are much more likely. And that'll be in Rund over here, most likely. So we're going to go there. We'll do a consolidate quite quickly. And I think what we have to do is get some more mercs here. They could spawn, they could easily spawn with a rebellion bigger than what I've got here. Wow, money is going to be a bit tight. I'm happy that I've done this, though. Obviously, this will reduce their chance of popping. Oh, where did you pop? Over here. 19! What are you sitting on? Grassland. Damn. Congolese separatists. Shit. Okay, 001 leader. That's nothing. We have 2 maneuver as well, right? So we ignore river crossings. You're in the grasslands right now. That's very good. This is going to hurt. I'm not going to lie, but I will take out a loan here. We can't, like, F up against a battle against a rebel group like this. So we're going to go and overkill with mercs, and then we'll be able to do and consolidate after that, which will shrink our merc count down. So it's going to be okay. I've got one coming up in Soyo, right, as well? I mean, maybe I don't need quite this many. And more rebellions. Yeah, I'm going to cancel that one. Yeah, in Ruined. Okay. So, again, we have 2 maneuver. We won't get the river crossing. It's in flat land. We've got superior numbers and a better general. I mean, not much better, but we're going to have +1 on all our rolls. Oh, God. And then we're not going to have anyone left to take care of the rest of the rebels. Oh, wow, that was a stomp! That was an absolute stomping. Do I want to sit here? I'm going to get attrition if I do. How many do you got over there? Not that much. Tell you what I'm going to do then. I'm going to go and leave behind that. And then send you over there. Okay. Someone else is going to pop soon. The Soyan ones are still going to pop soon, which is going to be over there. Oh, they popped on top of me, which is fine. Although I'm going to want to catch the end of the battle and potentially stop my people from moving. Here, you go over there. Okay, again, this battle is going very well. What kind of leader do you got? 2-0. At least these guys are not rolling with shock. Stop. Stop there. Consolidate. Wait for the little reinforcements to come up. I mean, if they start to move, we'll want to jump on them before they actually start siege anywhere else, but we're okay for now. That's our coring, which is still good. And then after we'll move to Soyo, hopefully before they pop. We still get more separatists coming in soon. Okay, they are moving. But they're not going to finish that siege one way or the other. And it's just Savannah, and river crossing is not an issue, because 4 fire, 0 shock, 0 maneuver. So they'll get pluses on the fire phase, but it's somewhat less important, because right now fire is not very valuable, and we're not going to get the river crossing and attacking into flat land. But it won't be quite as much of a stomp as the others. We'll still win. It's kind of stompish. Good stuff. So I'm going to pop out the mercs, and I'm going to consolidate them. Left with 18k over here. Actually, I guess we'll do a consolidate of our infantry as well. Lubin Separatists. I suspect the Lubin Separatists will be bigger than the Soyo ones. So it's Luba, Kusu, and Hemba. So if I go to, well, either one of them, it's a triangle here. So if I'm in either one, they'll either pop on me or I'll be adjacent to another one. And it's all flat land, yeah. I'm going to sit there. We're still losing some money, especially with all these mercs. But we're very close to finishing off all this nonsense here. Actually, how many more? No, we still have a good number of mercs. And I'm just going to have to eat the cost here. We do have inflation reduction guy, which is nice because we did take out that loan. We might have to hammer the merchants a little bit more, honestly. Well, I guess I can't. Yeah. I could raise some levies, but no, they're all too cranky. You'd be, well, disloyal. Anything below 40% is disloyal. And I'd actually prefer the manpower recovery speed right now. All of our diplomats are home. How are we doing in Mutapa? Let's go and just max that out. Hopefully by the time we're done with all the rebel nonsense. Ah, there we go. They actually popped on me. Very convenient. And we have you wickedly outnumbered. Gorgeous. Okay. And if I were to detach all the mercs, what am I left with? No, we're going to leave it to that. I will consolidate the mercs. And then we're going to move to Soyo. Which is really the only rebellion that's going to come up anytime soon. Losing more money because of reinforcements right now. Now, I might not want to be parked on their territory. In fact, I don't think I will. I will encourage them to go ahead and pop, rather than try to stop it. Because we should be able to flatten them, and then as soon as we do, we can get rid of these mercs. We're going to take out another loan here. And I think I'm okay with that. Ugh. I mean, I could consider sacrificing some mercs. Tell you what, why don't I actually... I could have done this sooner. You over here, to save us the mercenary reinforcements cost, we're going to do that. Alright. It's going to be a 16k army at full strength. Hopefully that's going to be enough. If it's not, well, we'll rebuild something. You're almost fully reinforced, which actually is going to drop our army maintenance. No, it's mostly the mercs. God damn. Yeah, we're going to hit another loan. But it's got to be done. Come on, pop soon. I mean, it's just basically, it's got a 10%, or what is it? 11% chance every month of just proccing. The prediction doesn't matter. It's just there's an 11% chance every month that'll go from 90 to 100. Therefore, it will uprise. Getting close to the next set of cores there. Yeah, we'll take out another loan. But we didn't have to win the war. There we go. This is just an extended version of taking out loans to win wars, which we will do here. Flatten these guys. Bam. So the only ones left are the Buhan particularists, and that's 12 years away, so that's nothing. So now we can detach and disband these mercenaries. Bam. And I will go and spend my manpower getting this to a composition that is actually halfway sensible. Oh, and we should go and DC Drund, which we will do now. All right. So we're still losing some money right now. Trade's better than it ever was. But yeah, there's just other things going on. State maintenance is something, although we are making more money from the states than we're actually spending. And especially as I think the amount of money that you're going to get from the states is based on when it doesn't actually have any overextension. So, are we going to stay in the middle of our country? I think we will. Might as well, right? Next core is about to finish. I can drop maintenance now. Yeah, nothing's going on. Beautiful. Let's do that. And just like that, we're making some money again. Gorgeous. Now, at some point, the recent uprisings will go away. We'll probably get another round of those, but we'll be okay at that point. All right, core construction coming up. What's this? Technology. I don't see why not. I don't think we're saving the Diplo for anything. One thing we could consider is some more culture flipping, which again, I think is an excellent long-term investment. The Acholi is... Where the hell are you? I guess it's one... Oh, it's in Pund... Right over here. It's probably the only province that's ever going to have that. So, what the hell? Let's go and culture convert them. It'll give us a little bit more stability, which is nice. I mean, it's cheap to do because they're small development. They're small development, so they matter less. But it's still... I don't know. I'm a big fan of doing that. And then, yeah, I think I will go for the Diplo tech after that. And maybe we'll consider building marketplaces in a couple of core places. Speaking of cores, we got that. We could go and make a new state, but I think I'll wait a little bit. Just because the autonomy is still going to be a bit... make it a little bit less... Well, actually, you're at the floor right now. You're all at the floor. Because that's going to be the other bits in that state. So if I do go and do that, it's going to go and... State modifier went down. Ah! Influence for the nobility went away from the recruited minister. So we'll revisit that, and we can create some state cores over here. There we go, 42% autonomy instead of the 75. That is definitely good. So let's take a look at the nobility. Right, that's dropped their influence. It didn't improve their loyalty, which is still... And that eats loyalty. That just gives us influence. Yeah, so... And we don't have the diplomat guy, and it is half price, and I think Arumba would be quite happy if I did it. I wouldn't normally. Well, it only brings him up to 65, which is perfectly fine. Can we afford? Well, we'd be running a deficit. Even with a half price level 2, it'd still cost us a little over 2 gold per month. So I think I'm actually going to hold off a little bit longer on that before we start getting that extra diplomat. But our finances will improve dramatically. Every time we finish a core, things get a little bit better. You're still progressing, yeah. And it's weird, at 10% I would expect to see a little bit more, but okay. Decreased drafting has gone away. That's all good. I would still like to bring this up to a 10. We're going to recall that. And I don't think we're going to start anything until our current cores are all done. Oh, our general died. Okay, well, there you go. That's what we're going to be doing with our nobility. Not now. We're going to wait. We're going to get a generalship. 20 influence will put us fine. Cool. There we go. Well, now I'm really happy I didn't hit that button. Because that's what we're going to do. I'm going to wait until we start a war. I mean, I guess the sooner you do it, the sooner the cooldown starts to reset. And the sooner the penalty starts to go away. But I could spend it, and then he could just die without doing anything. So that would be dumb. So I'll just wait. Still waiting on the cores. Stability. That +3 stability is great. Probably one of the reasons we weren't overwhelmed with rebels. I mean, we still had a good number of them, but overall it's not too bad. Let's get another one of those bad boys going. I'm just going to stop when I get to 10 infantry. 10-6, very classic ratio for the early game. 6 is a kind of a semi-magic number for cavalry because with 6 cavalry, and assuming you've got enough frontline stuff, you end up with a pretty good layout. Okay. Recruited some ministers. So now we can give the clergy some land again. So we will do that. And what we look for the clergy land is we look for something with higher admin development. So I might give them Nagoya over here. Oh, it's in a territory still. Right. There we go, right over here. And will that do you, clergy? That'll bring you up to 10.3%. Perfect. So now you have sufficient land to not be cranky. So the loyalty is not going to drop. Instead, it's going to start climbing slowly but surely. Now, is there anything we can do for loyalty? Well, we can give a donation, but I'm not going to do that. Everything else... Oh, that would actually... Okay, that cost me prestige and legitimacy. But increases both. And I think that's what I'm going to want to do. That would just give influence and influence. If I do that... 15 loyalty. That'll bring them up to 37. It actually won't make them loyal yet. So I'm going to wait. Because it's not going to make a difference at this time. Oh, I do not like losing tax base. The loyalty is nice. And that's just going to cost them loyalty, which really sucks. But no. No. Do not lose tax bases. I don't like that. Alright, we're going to go ahead and take our Diplotech. Boom. So, well, marketplace, can we afford it right now? We can. We don't have any super strong trade places. I mean, we're going to have, because this is trade power, and we're basically going to have 100% trade power in this node. What is this called? In the Great Lakes node, yeah, I don't think anyone else lives there, which is one of the reasons we have 79%. I'm actually not sure who else is in here and why they have power. Wait. Oh, it's inland caravans. I'm like, you don't have trade ships here? That wouldn't make any sense. Okay, yeah. So basically, we're going to end up with 100% over here, especially after Kuba gets eaten. I'm actually surprised. Yeah, no, I must have a dude over here. And the same thing in the Congo trade node. We're going to have 100% of both of these. So building buildings that add trade power make no sense. On the Ivory Coast, it'll likely be more of a thing to compete, because most likely one of these people in the mysterious fog, which may or may not exist, you know, particularly Portugal and Castile, might set up shop down here. People might run ships. There might be other nations, because the Ivory Coast runs quite high up over here. So there will be competition, and in particular, there are some important centers of trade over here that we'll want to build. So none of that. We may build production centers later on, but I don't think the trade power makes much sense. Unless there's something I'm missing, but I don't think so. I think we'll be able to hit about 100% pretty soon. Oh, Quill 1 embarrasses the court, lose 1 stability. That's really unfortunate. I loved being at +2 stability over here. Alright, culture conversion, cores, still going to sit on that. We're still rebuilding our manpower, and I'm happy about that. And there we go. Let's go ahead and actually get our final warrior over here for the 10-6 comp. Okay, losing more advisors. I'm still worried about the finances right now, but we do have enough money to get a level 2 advisor, or a couple of level 1s. Which ultimately, if we get 2 level 1s or a half price level 2, it comes out to exactly the same price of about 2 per. But if I get a level 2 now, I can get another level 1 later on. This still won't save anything, because we need... Oh no, we just need more influence over here to get one of these guys. Interesting. I don't remember... not here. Inquisitor gives us the... Theologian is National Unrest guy, which wouldn't be bad. So we can get a half price level 2 National Unrest guy. Although we can see, yeah, it would be about 2.6 or 7 gold per month for a level 2 guy if we get him half price. Might be worthwhile. And the National Unrest is actually not an issue right now. What can we get? Yeah, we can't do that because you don't have the influence, and we're going to do that. Alright, let's do it. Support of the Clergy. Bam. And then we are going to get, not the Inquisitor, the Theologian. Bam. Alright. That sucks, but they will bounce back relatively soon. Yeah, we gave them more influence, so their influence is stronger, so we're losing more tax dollars, but they're going to flip pretty quickly. So, right over here, 2.62. Oh, he's really cheap to hire, too. That's actually quite nice. He's the same price as level 1 to hire. And he's only 30 years old, so he's going to live for a while. Excellent. There we go. So then the national unrest reduction isn't critical yet. But, no, some things are starting to build up again. And then once the unrest modifiers go away, it's going to start to become much, much more significant. All right, seriously, finish this course. It's a cheap-ass course to start, but woof, still takes a while. And yeah, we're losing a tiny bit of gold right now. Partially, right, because we're trying to root out corruption. And we're getting the corruption because we're overextended. I mean, I could just let the corruption accrue for a little while. And that would make me feel much more comfortable about getting another advisor over here. I don't really care about spy network connections, but let's go ahead and do that. And next level military tech. Sure, we get a discount. We get the very important more tactics. Huge boost. Well, there was no artillery fire and shock before, I suppose. And we do unlock some cannons. We lost our one rival. And literally we can't rival anyone anymore. That'll be one of the nice things, actually. If we do get some territory down here, we'll be able to rival someone a little bit closer by. Damn, that sucks. And we still have our truce, of course. We were halfway through, but yeah. Anywho, do I want to add one cannon to this? The cannons don't do a whole lot right now. Having one gives you a nice little +1 to sieging capitals, which is handy. You do move a little bit slower. I think it's probably worth going ahead and do that, although I'll save up the money for now, since we are just running a slight deficit. Core provinces. Costly trade embargo. Yes, thank you very much. Let's revoke that embargo. And let's core some more places. Yeah, I'm going to try to avoid getting another loan, and then we'll root out corruption afterwards. Oh, there we go. All of a sudden, a big jump positive in money. Is it just because this hadn't updated for my change of the root out corruption? Maybe, and I guess we're not working towards a loan, so I'll give us a little bit right over there. Change that culture. That's going to be helpful. And again, that's still waiting. Good. And your autonomy, 38%. Excellent. Yeah, because you are in a state. Good. In a state, not an estate. And the clergy, that's the big shift in money. We went from running a negative 10% national tax modifier to a plus 20%. A huge shift in our tax dollars. Thank you very much, clergy. And that's why I like keeping the clergy happy, because they make a lot of money. That was a long time for us to run. How long has my reign been? We took over in about, 83 or something like that? And, it took us this long, I think, to get them back on our good side. So, okay, it's not an instant rebellion. Where is Canon Geisha? It's over here. Unrest is actually currently still positive. So, we can send them up to 11.7 unrest. Or we could give them some autonomy right now. They still have a nobility control, and it's a pretty cheap-ass province. You know what? I'm going to take the autonomy increase over here, which is not something I would normally do. But I really don't think it's going to hurt us much. Yeah, I like that. And it drops their unrest down to nothingness, which will actually burn off over time, which is good. I mean, anything we can delay the next big wave of rebellion. And there will be another wave of rebellion. When all the recent uprisings go away, we'll have one more, but I think we'll be it. That'll be it. So corruption is slowly growing. Oh, we have unbalanced research. Because we're down at 3 in admin. Oh, I think when I went up in military technology, that probably popped that, and I hadn't noticed yet. That is really painful. We are about to get level 3 admin, or level 4 admin tech, though, which is nice, and I definitely will do that. I mean, maybe I would have even delayed the cores. Well, no, the cores, the overextension is actually more significant, but I'll be quite curious to see when we pop this, does it get rid of the unbalanced research? No, but it does reduce it, because now we're not 4 apart, but we're still 3 apart from our leading tech, which is a little bit crummy, and if I'd remembered that, I probably wouldn't have grabbed the military tech right then. Anywho, we have unlocked temples, yeah? That might be something we'd consider building. We don't have the money right now, but it could be a very good long-term investment. The problem with it is that we still have we're not making a huge amount of money right now, but the big problem is that none of our provinces are that high on development. Like, it's really great to build temples somewhere that's got a lot of development, because it costs 100. Well, this is not bad, because this is the difference per month. So, I mean, math is hard. So, 13 times 12. So, that's 1.56 ducats per month. So, I mean, the payback will be in under 100 years. I mean, is it worth doing that now? Ultimately, we will make more money from one of those temples than we will lose over the course of the game. But the question is, what's the opportunity cost? By spending the money there as opposed to on something else, are we losing out on something? And, damn it, accidentally clicked here. That popped out. And I don't think there was anything else that was better than that. We've got a couple of 13s and we've got a 10. Now, over the course of the game, we will be improving our tax efficiency. Maybe we'll do some internal development. Well, that feels pretty unlikely. But there might be things that effectively increase the rate at which you get taxes there and make it more and more and more viable to make that decision to do. But I think I'm going to hold off for now, especially since we still have loans. I'm going to probably paying that off a priority. Well, we're going to put a cut in here. We are working on coring 2 provinces that sound the same, Mbamba and Mpemba over here, right here and right here. And then after that, we only have 2 more cores to start. So we're almost going to be done. Manpower is rebooting itself pretty well, which is nice to see. This comp is still okay. I'm not going to rush into building anything more, not until the rebel factions start to build up again. And yeah, we're getting pretty damn close to this. We're 4 years away from the next war against the Congo, which seems like it's the thing to do. I will still prepare for doing that sort of no CB war over here, but I don't even know. No, we're getting up on favors with Mutapa, which is nice. But yeah, finishing off the Congo will be the more preferable option. It is a shame that we can't rival them. A real shame. But we'll see how it goes. That's uncolonized territory over here too. So even if we take the last 2 provinces on the coast, we're not going to get any new neighbors. Anyway, thanks for watching, folks. I'll see you next time.